Welcome to This Much Is True. It is day 27. Told you I'd show up. Whatever I'm going to talk about, I don't know. But go with it, because it's stream of consciousness, and it's coming from a good place. I'm going to be up early tomorrow morning, very early, approximately 3 a.m. It is now just coming up to 10 p.m. at night. So I have a daughter going off to study for 6 months in Spain. And she has been away before. She just turned 21. And she's got a really good place in a university to study. But I'm missing her. I'm kind of missing her already, you know, that kind of thing. It's going on because she's such a character. She's a live wire, and she's great fun, and she's quirky, you know. She's so self-organized. And like at night, if you go in to kiss her goodnight, say goodnight, she's got a little hood over her. She's her own little way about, you know, she's just always been that way, and very funny person as well. Anyway, she is going over with friends, so she's excited. So the eldest one, my going on 23-year-old, next month, she's only back from New York a few months, but she's itching to get away to New York again. So, empty nest. I said that would be one of the subjects. Empty nest, I don't know. I haven't experienced it yet. There is a chance I will be around April or May, myself and my wife. I used to worry about it. We're going to be just looking at each other. And the thing is, we walk every day, and as a matter of fact, we did today. We had a big, long walk, 13,000 steps. And, okay, we often just talk about the children, but we talk. Communication is key. And we've been walking a long time, but it really came to me recently. I kind of said to myself, I don't think we're going to have too much of a problem with the empty nest if we keep talking, because we do find things to talk about. And so I don't know what it's going to be like. I mean, I've had, as I said, 23 years of daddy, but they have done so much, as they do these days in their young lives. They've been away, they've been to the States, they've been to Canada, and we've friends in Canada, we've stayed there, we've friends in the States, they've been away with school, they've been to Spain several times, they've done the Camino, they've been to Germany, they've been, just life is very different. I did get away when I was, I did the Israel thing and all when I was a kid, when Dad was in the forces, but, I didn't really start getting out and about until into my 20s, but they've done so much. Driving is their next big step. They're doing super at one's graduated already from university. Don't I bore you with the guy that shows the photos of his kids. I'm just saying I'm going through the possibility of an empty nest now. I don't know how any of you feel about it. Please, if you do, comment it. thismuchistrue at protonmail.com. And you will get my ding-a-ling if you do that. Of course, you don't. Don't. And there's about 2 or 3 people who watch this, I think. I'm going to use this. If I swear again, I've noticed I've been doing it a bit, cursing in my videos. I don't really like it. I don't think it adds anything to it. Some people might go, oh, he's very Irish, he's swearing, but you know what? So I will use that to self-censor. What else did we do today? We went for a walk into a trade show, and it was all to do with holidays abroad. So pretty much we were such scroungers. All as we did is made small talk with the salespeople, but we went around from stand to stand filling in the forms, Now, okay, granted, it's a Faustian pact. You give your information away, but you could win competitions. So, everywhere we were putting our name down for every competition. That said, can I just segue back into competitions? Oh, it's 10 or 11 years ago now, but at one point, I sat down and I started writing to companies and entering radio competitions. In fact, there was a fucker who cost me a lot of money, and I introduced him to loads of customers, and that was more so than the money. It was the fact that this is my reputation, and anyway, he ended up owing me. I took him in here one day to the conservatory, and I'd been hearing all the, oh, my mother has the money, oh, this, and I'd been hearing it all. And I just said, look, there's a spreadsheet. Is that paid? British guy. Yeah. Is that paid? Yeah. Is that paid? Where's the fucking money, right? So I think he had a gambling problem. Basically, I think that's what it was. He wasn't the worst individual. As a matter of fact, I kind of broke bread and drank coffee with him, a year or two afterwards. But it annoyed me. Why did I get onto that? How have I gone? How have I ping-ponged from trade shows and empty nests to people who owe you money? I don't know. I'm sure there was some rationale behind it. I don't know. But it's gone. It's gone. I know it was to do with the swearing, wasn't it? The bell. It doesn't add anything, I believe, to podcasts. And lots of people don't like it. Particularly my American cousins. They don't like swearing, even though their films are full of profanity. They don't like it. They don't like it up them. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, the competitions. Yes, the competitions. So this was like 2013 or something. I just got really focused. Yes, the guy who owed me the money made the mistake of lending me kind of on a phone. And he just ended up owing me thousands. But as I said, it was my reputation more than anything. But so I got his phone. At every competition that came on the radio, I texted the guts out of his phone. And I won, let me tell you, on the radio shows alone, I won a family trip, all expenses paid, to beautiful Lahinch, which is down in County Clare in Ireland on the Atlantic coast where a lot of surfers go. I won that. I won 2 tickets to return tickets, which my wife and her sister used to go to Madrid and back. What else did I win? Yogurt, don't know how you pronounce it. Load of vouchers for those. Just wrote away to the company, got sent them. It's down there, I won't get it. I won a tablet, the tablet PC. Never used it. And it's a really unusual one. It's a BlackBerry one. Sitting down there it is. Might use it as a monitor or something. I won that. Oh yeah, like the kitchen roll. I filled in something for kitchen roll. It was like a British company. And one day I was sitting here with the kids, and the kids went, Daddy, there's a big truck outside. A pallet, pretty much. Slight exaggeration, but half a pallet of kitchen roll. Which is, kitchen roll's expensive. I know I won more stuff. Yes, I won a thing called a vloggy camera from a radio station, which was at that stage, again, have I got it? In my drawers. It's in there somewhere. The vloggy, like the tablet PC, was never used. And now it's probably out of date. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff. So it just shows you that you can. So one of the things as well I noticed today, because my friend Ray of Ray's Rants, please check out Ray's Rants. I'll put a link to the bottom of it. I love Ray. Been in touch with Ray during the week. Why am I talking about Ray now? Sorry, it's been that kind of a day. I'm sorry, that must be really annoying to you. But Ray has been in touch, and Ray's on his show. He was talking about things he doesn't like in speech. A lot of people go, I do a bit of that myself, but not to the extent that drives you mad, I would hope. Forgetfulness probably does drive you mad. More about that anon. So he was talking about, he one of his things is he doesn't like people saying, what I mean is, I mean, in all their speech. So, I mean, he said, just say what you want. Don't be saying you mean it. So that's one of his. I've got 2. One is you're telling a story and the person keeps going, as you do. Fuck off. Stop interrupting me. As you do. Of course it's as I do. That seems to have crept in, you know, along with the thing like gaslighting. You're gaslighting me. But today I came across it on one of the stands. The guy goes, he's from Northern Ireland, so he was. And he goes, I'm afraid I've got no maps. And I'm going, why are you afraid? Am I threatening you? Well, I didn't say that to him. He's from Northern Ireland. They'd deck you. They'd knock your melt in, as they say themselves. But you get people going, oh, I'm afraid we're out of paper clips today. I'm afraid I can't do that. What are you afraid of? The big bad wolf? What do you mean you're afraid? I'm afraid. Well, don't be afraid. Here, I'll hold your hand. You're grand. You're in good company. What are you afraid of? Fuck's sake. Sorry, folks. I'm really trying to wean myself off the profanity. So, anything else I want to just break the air with tonight? Wait till I see. I don't want to talk about pop lyrics just yet. I think you need a bit more preparation. Well, I do, for that discussion. I know we've 2 cats, and I know they're going to miss my daughter. And one of them, he's getting on. He's an old boy now. He's like 73 or 74 in cat years, which is about 14, human years. And I hope he lasts until she gets back. Now, I think she might come back in at Easter. Otherwise, please God, she'll come back late July, early August. I hope he's still around. Poor old cat. He's a great cat as well. Marvin, also known as Charlie. Beautiful cat. So, it's nearly... On the 31st, I will be 5 years since my open heart surgery. And I haven't really lost as much weight as I'd like. I was quadrupled. I don't want to go into it. And I sailed through it. I did. I sailed through it. I'm sorry. Please look away. And I know you can't hear this if we're on podcast. But I want to show you it's not as bad as you might think. So I have scars. They took veins out of here, out of my arm and out of my leg. But I just want to show you the really serious one you get. Now, please look away if you're squeamish. It's not to be feared because I don't know about you, but it's not really here. Okay, you can see it. Sorry, girls. I know my nipples are very attractive, but you can't see it there. But it's not really that noticeable. I remember being really self-conscious about it. This scar, some people ask me about. Sometimes a lot of people wouldn't even notice it. That was gained courtesy of my brother, who became an airline pilot, flying Airbus 380s, if you don't mind. When we were in the Middle East in the 60s, I was on the back of his scooter, and I remember screaming, "Please stop!" And I don't know what he did. He took a corner really fast. I went flying and split my head. Our scars, I believe, make us interesting. That's how I handle it. Only rarely people say that about that. Sometimes if I get a tan, there's a bit there. But yeah, I was stitched like without anesthetic. I was screaming, "Ah!" And it was some Arab doctor or whatever doing his best. Just talking about. So anyway, it is what it is. My eldest daughter, it's amazing what they can do. She, again, squeamish, close your ears. We were in swimming pool when she was about 8 or 9, and she jumped down and she caught her chin right on the edge, and she was lacerated right there. Deep. You could see the thickness of her skin. So I was in my togs and everything. I got out. I got her dried up. She was pumping. We were trying to stifle the blood. These days they have these clinics you can walk into, Swift clinics, I think, run by the VHI here. It was brilliant. I mean, they were... like the... Ray. But anyway, I got her over there. And the guy who was on duty, he was, I don't know, Iranian or Iraqi. He was a kind of expert in plastic surgery. And whatever, they have sutures, is that what they're called? Sutures these days that don't leave, if you're lucky. She's no mark. You would not believe that. I mean, it was like here. So, yeah. So what have I talked about today to sum up? Okay, the pet hate as regards language, missing the empty nest syndrome, and someone's looking for a hot water bottle, even though we have electric blankets, but they like their hot water bottle. Sorry. And scars. And heart surgery. And the fact that I'm still here. Look at that, guys. 27 days in. I'm going all the way to the 1991 days. If I miss a day or two, it can't be helped. Believe me, it can't be helped. But I'll be here. Now, speaking of the future of this Much Is True podcast. Number one, as a former broadcaster, I have a lot of equipment here, and you deserve better. So what I'm thinking is a twice weekly. I'm going to copy Ray, who's got a great idea. I'm sorry, Ray, it's a blatant copy. And that is I might do a proper full hours show at the weekend, or maybe once or twice a week. But then at the midweek, a little midweek message, which Ray does, and I think it's a great idea. And it keeps people on side, and it's only 10, 15 minutes, 5 minutes long. And I'll go on a proper podcast platform like Podbean or Podomatic or any you care to suggest, Spotify, etc. And it will feature more. I'm thinking of doing more with the video as well, because there's a few little tricks up my sleeve you might enjoy. But they require time that I just don't have with all the voiceover work and narration I'm doing at the moment. In fact, I've got to bury myself in narration this week. I really have. So look, anyway, may your God go with you. Take care of yourself. Sorry if it's a bit all over the place, but it really is about showing up. And you, 2 or 3 folks that are listening, could really help me by thismuchistrue@protonmail.com, emailing me with something that I can run with. If you're lazy, you can go down to the comments below. But feedback would be good. Yeah? Okay. Take care, because I care.